Hi guys, it's me, Ruowen Huang. I'm not even sure the topic I'm going to talk about is considered serious or not, but it is a question that I get asked a lot, believe it or not. So I thought, let's talk about it again, and hopefully we can clarify some, myth or question. Before I begin, let me first introduce myself. My name is Ruowen Huang. I'm an author, spirit coach, and also a psychic. Today, I want to talk about why live when we are all going to die. Come on, seriously. I seriously get asked this question all the time. The reason I want to talk about this is because one of the followers do send me a question, like basically a question between her and her friends. So I'm going to roughly talk about the conversation with you guys. Morning. Basically, the friends have a question, say, I have a question that I cannot resolve it because even though I understand I have to live at the moment and get the things done right at the moment, but I often come to this conclusion thinking, if people are all gonna die, what's the purpose of me getting all those done? Like, what's the whole point of me trying to achieve the best of myself? I am not certain if this is really the next life. And then, I'm going to continue reading the question. And if basically what it's saying is I have no way to prove this next life. So, if there's no way of proving there's a next life, whether I'm working really hard, I'm really improving myself and things like that, what's the whole point? Because at the end, we all going to die. At the end, we all going to go kaput, just gone, So basically, I'm just going to run it out. I think it's just basically the same thing. When people have questions, they tend to circle around one point and then asking many different ways. But, the core point is, why bother? Why bother living? Why bother making an effort? Why bother making myself better if we all going to die? And then since there's no way of proving there's a next life, why am I wasting so much of my time for? Believe it or not, some religions, throughout the years, I encountered a lot of religions. Some religions do not believe reincarnation. Some Western culture believe, this is it. This is it for you. Once you die, you go back to God, and that's it. There's no past life. There's no future life. They don't even believe in ghosts. And funny thing is that they don't even believe in ghosts. You don't understand, how do you go back to God? There's a conflict there. If you die, you go kaput. Exactly in what form you're going back to God, since you don't even believe in ghosts. You know what I mean, right? So anyway, I'm going to answer this question the best way I can. May not be the perfect answer for you guys, but as I say, I'm only psychic point of view, psychic's opinion of it. There's no way to prove there's a next life, but there is a way to prove there's a past life. So, simple math, right? If you cannot get an answer from the future, then you push back forward and then find out the pattern. Then you can predict the future. I hope you guys follow. So let's say, yes, I cannot prove there's a future to you, and I don't even guarantee you have a next life. But let's say, based on the condition, we don't know you have the next life or not. You must have a previous life. And then you will say, no, there's no way I'll prove there's a previous life. There is a way to prove you have previous life. Assuming if you are blank, totally blank, nothing. You are brand new life, you're coming from nowhere, you're just fresh, new life. The chances you will have no fear, no preference, no judgment of things, and no worry, right? Because you're brand new, you don't know anything. Understand, when we don't know anything, we have no feeling to it. That is, you will come to this life without any feeling. You will not even feel tired because you're not supposed to know how you feel. You're not supposed to feel excitement, happy, because you're brand new. Every emotion, everything will have to be taught and introduced to you. Do you agree with me? So, just bear with me. You are blank, right? But they come to this life, you realize you have preference. Then you have to see where the preference come from, right? I'm not talking about, of course, you're going to come and say, oh, yeah, the reason I'm afraid of water is because I was drunk, when I was like 4, almost drunk, almost near-death experience. The reason I'm afraid of cars is because I'm, almost got hit by a car one time. Here, I'm not talking about the things that there is a trace, okay? I'm talking about things that there's no trace of it. That is, you never been to Egypt, but all of a sudden you're fascinated about Egypt. You love it. Or you never been to France, and all of a sudden you always want to go there. Why? Not like, anybody ever say anything or anything like that. Or, you never been traumatized by anything, but then you were born scared of tree. You are scared of tree. Now you have to think where all those memories come from because you were just born. And then you never been traumatized. You never, got introduced or had bad experience of it, but yes, you are afraid of it. Like a lot of people come, I'm afraid of height. And when I really ask, have you had any experience with height? Most of them don't. They don't. Just the concept of height really scared them. A lot of people really does not like Nazi, whatever that is. It's not like just it's a terrible story. Of course, we all hate it. But when they see that, their heart hurts. It's really hard to see it, watch it. Why? Where does that memory come from? Now, I'm not just talking about the things that you hate or afraid of. Now, I'm also talking about the things that you love. You don't understand why you prefer that more than the other. I always, when I was born, I love this. I love cookie. I know this baby, when it was born, it loved tea. Just loved tea. Not like you ever got introduced tea or anything like that. But when you drink it, just love it. Just always love tea. Right? Then you will know as you grow upbringing, you will prefer something better than the other. But you really go back to your history or your memory of it. You don't really understand why. So our best explanation to us is, well, I don't know. I just always want to go there. I just, we take it for granted. It's just because that's just in us. We don't understand why. Now you need to understand. Let me bring it back to again. If you are a brand new soul that have no experiences whatsoever, this is your first life. You're just going to come here and you're just going to die. You're just going to do, that's it for you. You are blank. You don't have preference. You don't have anything. Not everything is new to you. Everything will have to start from the day you were born, introduced little by little to you. So if I'm fascinated by Paris, that must because my parent constantly praise how great it is. But if your parent doesn't do that and you're still fascinated by it, it must come from somewhere. Where does it come from? It comes from your past life memory. Through your life in the past, it continue build up the experience to you, which refer to my previous episode. You continue building like and dislike. Certain life you have great experience of it, so you prefer that better. Certain life you have miserable experience of it, so you hate that more. So what happened is those habits continue building in you, and then will build a foundation of you. The foundation of I prefer this. I don't like that. I like that. I'm afraid of that. I'm scared of that, because it's a foundation of you throughout the life of experience, right? So what I'm saying is, no, you cannot trace back if there's a next life for you or not. But if you didn't come to this life senseless, or even now complaining about how hard it is, the chance is you do have collection on you within yourself. Look into what you prefer, what you hate, what you're afraid of, what you're scared the most, especially those one if you don't have any collection of what built it up, what caused it. In your memory, most likely is because it's a carry forward from your past life. But anyway, put that aside. So, simple math. If you can prove there's a past life, you now is the past life, next life to your past life. Right? Therefore, in the math way, there is next life waiting for you as you were past life to that life. So put that aside. Previous episode, I really feel this week, this month is like a review month or something. But anyway, just put that aside. A couple episodes ago, I talked about there are, different paths of spiritual learning. There is one group of people believing, you're here to help yourself. You're here to improve yourself. There are a group of people believe you are here to pay your debt, right? As I say, For me, they're both right. Whatever way works for you is just your way, your way of learning, and then therefore it may help you to evolve better. But what I try to say here is disregard whatever path you choose to go, either more positive way or more, I'm here to get punished, I'm here to get whatever. The ugly truth is, why matter? Why matter? If I'm now living, I'm a living thing. Really, it comes down to if I'm a living thing right now, and I have a choice. I have a choice to either make my life miserable. I don't know. Maybe I would die. Maybe I'm not going anywhere. Maybe this is it for me. This is assuming this is it for me. Why don't I make the most of it? Why don't I make the most of it? If this is it for me, why am I making my everyday life so miserable? So to a point, I hated it. If I can choose, assuming if I can wake up every morning and then choose, hey, you know what? I'm gonna live a really depressing day, or I'm gonna live a happy day. What would I choose? We often live our life believe we don't have choice. The truth is we do. We do. Everything in our life is a choice, right? Disregard as a past life or the next life. We don't care. The point is you are living right now. You are alive right now. You have a choice to decide if you want to be happy or sad, right? So if this idea of why bother living, well, I already told you there's a way to prove that's a previous life. But if you don't want to, go there, totally up to you. It's your way of learning, right? I'm in no position to interfere your way of learning. But what I'm here just saying, if, I can wake up and say, you know what, this thought really depressed me. This idea really depressed me. And then why would I allow something like that to destroy my day? I mean, I could have lived my day, because it's me who am the center of the universe. It's me who decide how my life is going to be, right? So if I only have this life to live, why don't you live it up? Why don't you make the most of it? Why don't you get the most you can? Because there must be a reason why you are here, right? You choose to be here. There must be something that you really want to get here. So anyway, I want to run it up by a saying. I'll run it by the saying. I really believe the purpose or the meaning of life is not given. It's not given, but by search. By you as a soul to search. Then you find the meaning of life. Then by the process of finding meaning of life, you find the meaning of you. So anyway, I just want to run it up. Hopefully it's not too a serious topic. But again, if you like what I'm doing, you can always join me live on Facebook or go to subscribe my YouTube channel or my website at ruowen.com. Till then, next time. Bye.